Justice in castles was fast, personal, and often terrifying. Imagine being dragged before your lord, not in a grand courtroom, but in a cold, torch-lit hall. There's no lawyer, no jury, only a man who owns your land, your home, and possibly your life. In the Middle Ages, the castle wasn't just a home or fortress, it was the center of law and order. Within those thick stone walls, the lord acted as the highest authority. His word was law. His anger could mean your death. For most peasants, facing the lord's court was a nightmare. Crimes like stealing bread or breaking an oath could lead to punishments that sound almost unreal today. But in a time without prisons or police, fear was the best deterrent. Some punishments were designed not just to hurt, but to warn. A thief might lose a hand, a visible reminder to others. A liar's tongue could be burned. And traitors? Their fate was far worse. The dungeons below held screams no one dared to speak of. Beneath the castle, the dungeon was another world. Cold, wet, air thick with rot. Prisoners chained to walls, rats crawling over their feet, waiting for a verdict or death. For some, those walls were the last thing they ever saw. Not all justice was cruel. Some lords showed mercy, ordering fines, public apologies, or acts of penance instead of torture. A farmer might be forgiven for theft if it meant feeding his starving children. Even in the darkest times, humanity flickered. These punishments weren't just about justice. They were about control. A reminder that every life, every choice, belonged to the man in the great hall. Justice served the powerful, and fear kept the world in order. When we think of justice today, fairness, equality, rights, it's hard to imagine a world where one man's word decided your fate. Yet for centuries, this was the law. Cold, personal, absolute. The stones of those castles still stand. Silent witnesses to a time when justice wasn't blind, it wore a crown. So next time you see a castle, remember, its beauty hides the cries that once echoed in its halls.